Yep, I say we got a bad spark plugs here. Time to replace them. What's up guys, Falcon back again. Today we're working on a 2007 Nissan Murano. We have a cylinder misfire number 5. We have a cylinder misfire number 5, which is going to be the one in the back on the right hand side. Cylinder firing order is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 here. So let's say you want to try to fix this and you don't have the proper tools to check whether you have a bad coil or a spark plug, which is 9 times out of 10 is one of those two things. Could also be an injector, it could also be a sticky valve, but let's just suppose it's going to be either a spark plug or a coil. So best thing to do will be, in a perfect world, if the misfire was one of these two on the front, I would normally swap out basically the coil and the spark plug from one cylinder to the other, and then clear the check engine light. If it comes back a check engine light code, and basically the code moves over with the spark plug and the coil, then we have one of those two bad, either the coil or the plug. Then I split them up again, put the coil on one side, the spark plug on another, and wherever my misfire goes or stays, that's basically what's wrong with the vehicle. In this case, since the misfire is going to be under the intake, it's way too hard just to be taking off the intake, the whole 3-4 times. So what I'm going to do is take off the intake, replace all the spark plugs while I'm at it, since I'm already going to be down there, and then I'm going to move that coil from the back to the front. And if I have the misfire comes back to the front, then I know I have a bad coil. But that's just kind of the process I'll be taking. What I'll be mainly focusing on this video is taking off that intake and replacing the spark plug. So for now, we're gonna start by taking off the negative side on your battery and removing this whole air cleaner air box assembly here. We got a couple of flathead screws, this vacuum hose here. Just move it all out of the way because we have a bracket down there and a lot of connectors on the side. So let's start off there. Took out the whole air intake assembly. Took out the connector for the throttle body. We have a couple more connectors that you got to take off. Got a vacuum line for the evap system that goes down there. Take this off of here. That's a 10mm bolt there. We have two coolant lines that go into the throttle body. This one right here, and it has one on the other side, but if you just follow it, it goes up into the bottom part of the intake down there. Let's see if you can see it. There it goes. So just took it off of there. It's a lot easier than trying to fetch the line from under the throttle body. So after that, take off these two that go on the evap also. Take off the two lines from there. We're gonna move this out of the way. From here, we have a bracket back there. I think you can see it, that gold bracket in the back. I think it's two either 13 or 15mm bolts that are gonna hold the intake to the bottom of the head. And then right here, behind here, we're gonna have one vacuum line and two connectors we have to undo. And then just take off the intake bolts. I think those are 12 or 13mm bolts, and that should be it, just to pull out the whole intake and have access to the coils and throttle body. Coils and spark plugs. So here we are, intake's out. You have this vacuum line that's going to go to the brake booster. It's connected to this one right here. And then you're gonna have on the back this other vacuum line that's gonna go to the back valve cover, which is this one right here. That's by far probably the toughest things to do here. Is gonna be this one and this one, just because you have almost no room and you're basically just filling everything out with your hands. You have one connector that's gonna go here, which is this one right here, and this one. They go connected with each other right there. And then after you unplug it, you have this little bracket here. You're gonna have to press that little tab to get it out of this metal bracket here, and then pull it out. And after that, that's pretty much everything. Just wiggle the intake out, pull it all the way out, and now it's just a matter of replacing the spark plugs. To get to the spark plugs, we have the coils back there, and we have the coils over here in the front. We have 10mm bolts on the coils. Just take out those 10mm bolts, pull the coil out, and get the spark plug out and replace all your spark plugs. As far as for me, I'm going to swap out the number 5 coil over there to the front. and then hope for the best. But that's pretty much for this video. This is how you're going to replace your spark plugs on your 3.5 liter engine Nissan. Could be a Murano, Pathfinder, Xterra, or Maxima. So there you go. Hope this helps somebody. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and keep your hood up, guys.